your dream closet can be a challenge, but browsing through all of the different layout options, storage solutions, and of course, those beautiful details can be a lot of fun.
Hi, I'm Claudio Faria. I am the CEO for Ornare in Miami.
Hi, I am Ludmila Oliveira. I am the sales manager at Ornare Miami.
In the past 20 years, we've seen the consumer behave very differently towards the closets and how much the closets have gained importance in the lifestyle of our clients.
We get expert advice on creating your dream closet on today's SoFlo Home Project. Welcome to SoFlo Home Project. I'm Alena Capra. So today we are browsing through custom storage solutions, seated areas, and all of these glamorous details when it comes to designing the perfect dream closet. And we hope that it gives you the inspiration when designing one of your own. Today we get expert advice on transforming closet storage areas into glamorous dressing rooms, optimizing closet layouts, creating the wow with specialty finishes, and so much more. Ludmila and Claudia, welcome to SoFlo Home Project.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Alena. Thank you for having us.
Yeah, we are excited to be at the Ornare showroom today here in the Miami Design District. A beautiful showroom with all things closets, because when you think about luxury closets, closet design in general, how over the years it's really evolved into an extension of all of the rooms of the home, where the closet becomes almost part of the decor itself.
Yeah, we certainly have seen an evolution on how closets are perceived and the importance of it in an interior design project.
Closet design is about kind of creating really an extension of not only the decor itself, but the function of it. And I want to see all the options and share this with our viewers because there's so much.
And I think the way to build a closet or to design a closet is really taking into consideration how we're going to start organizing. So here we have a very comfortable height of jackets, which it's in an eye level of colors that you can select. And of course, when you have your suits, we put, in this case, shoes together. So you are really combining what you're gonna have for your shoes and your upper for jackets. We have storage on the top, which is more comfortable to reach on top.
We also have the function of displaying. So closets have gone beyond the storage, but it's also about how easy it is for you to see your collection. That's a big point as well.
Well, and speaking of being able to see, I'm seeing a lot of lighting here. That really brings it to another level, that boutique-like feel.
That's right. Our lights, they are placed on a 45-degree angle, so it doesn't directly hit your
You don't
side.
really even notice it except for the beautiful glow.
That's correct.
Now, I want to talk about islands as well, because size could vary based on the closet itself. But here you've done a lot of unique things. I'm seeing the beautiful glass top and the jewelry drawers.
This option of having the top in glass, so you really see your accessories, the watches, the collections, and when we open, to have surfaces that brings like fabric, so it gets really the texture, the care of the accessories also.
And it stands out. I think I love when there is that glass insert here, but you obviously have options.
We can have trays in leather for like a landing area where you come and you have your watch and your jewelry.
So everything can kind of be organized and look beautiful as well.
That's correct.
Now, over here, the closed storage, another big trend, I think, that people want to have a balance of closed and open storage, but this beautiful glass as well. So let's talk about incorporating some closed storage in.
This, I think what it's the beautiful of it is really to have things that the leather, the display of purses,
The specialty stuff.
We do have such a nice features here. There is the fingerprint. We have a biometric drawer, which is a new system of safety drawers. So this is a very nice detail that we can also work for safety in the
for
drawers.
that security and stuff, we think about traditional locks, keyed locks, but also this brings us to that next level. We love digital and stuff.
Exactly.
Now, again, the hardware is beautiful. You had mentioned it's all about lifestyle, right? But when you're creating these gorgeous closets like this, it's really about creating a place for the homeowner to enjoy, get ready, and getting ready, having a dressing area, a little vanity space is part of that too.
100%. I think now they are incorporating everything in a room. So I
Yes.
think closets became really a very important area on the home.
And we've got so many more to see. We're going to be touring through all the luxury details, finishes, and so much more. So stay with us for the rest of that when we come back. Coming up, we look at ways to maximize closet storage solutions on SoFlo Home Project.
Hey, Mike Martinez from USA Windows and Doors here. You know, back in the 1960s, this is how you protected your home from hurricanes. So if you want to learn how to go from these awnings to those beautiful windows, we're going to show you how, coming up next.
Welcome back to SoFlo Home Project. I'm Alena Capra, and we are continuing to talk about all things closet design here at the Ornare showroom in the Miami Design District with Claudia Faria and Ludmila Oliveira. So Claudio and Ludmila, we have seen some beautiful closets before the break. We talked about the evolution of closets, but now we're in another stunning display. I think designing a closet is so customized. There's a lot to think about. So when you're doing this, where do we start?
So I think the beginning of the process starts with the interaction with the client. We need to understand who we're designing for and what's the lifestyle of that person. And then we go into the ergonomics and the inventories for that specific user of the closet.
So we're kind of inventorying how many pairs of shoes do you want to store? How do you want to store them? How many dresses, how many coats, how many pants?
We always take into consideration how tall this client is. So to understand, like, if you want a dress, it's a 3/4 dress. If it's a jacket, a suit, what is the height for that hanging space to accommodate more storage in the other dimensions?
Now we have a lower island here. This is nice also because we talked about, like, people are hanging out in the closet. They're getting ready. They're having friends over. So you can kind of have a setup, and you can actually even sit here as well.
That's right. The idea is, for the lower island is for you to be able, to sit.
Yeah, so this just becomes an area where you could hang out and enjoy a drink.
It becomes a table, for folding, for the luggage, for when you're packing for a trip.
And that is a huge one.
As well.
So this is a nice, easy height.
It's less intrusive design-wise.
Yes.
It's more airy.
It definitely feels more open this way.
More open, and there's also storage down
all
here.
around, exactly.
All around
so we are not losing storage.
Wow. So you are maximizing the whole space.
We chose the stone for the top here, but we've done it with leather tops.
Nice.
We've done many different materials for the top of the island as well.
So that is, again, an extension of the design of the rest of the rooms. Now, and speaking of the rest of the rooms, so behind you, I'm noticing it's glass behind the hanging areas.
I see people wanting to really integrate the rooms to make the room a little bigger. So the idea of having glass and you see through, I think this gives the integration, but even though you have the room separated from the master bedroom. So this is a good idea.
And now we're going to get into more of the planning aspects of a closet, all of the additional things we need to think about and how to really do it right. But before we do that, let's check in with Mike Martinez from USA Windows and Doors and see what great advice he has for us today.
Hey, Mike from USA Windows and Doors here. I'm here with Fernando. We're working on his house, putting in brand new windows and doors. Fernando, how do you like the job so far?
Yeah, I mean, I was mentally prepping myself for the amount of people that were going to be in my house, and it was a little daunting. But I was shocked at just how fast they worked and the professionalism. And I mean, they did half of the house in just a matter of hours. And out of the, I think it was a total of 14 windows, they finished 80% of them by the end of the day. So, and they didn't get in until about 11 a.m. in the morning.
So Fernando, we've done some windows, we're doing some doors for you. You want to go over a little bit of what your choices were and why you made those choices?
Absolutely. We wanted something to match the actual fascia boards on the outside. And you gave us some great examples with the bronze finishing because we wanted something that was a little bit more contemporary, not so much traditional with the white.
So Fernando, I know that you were having problems in the past with the old windows. Why don't you tell us a little bit about that?
I mean, energy efficiency was a big deal. You know, in the middle of the summer, obviously it gets ridiculously hot and they just weren't efficient. You know, I could just tell from the first night. It's quieter, they're more efficient. So we couldn't be more excited about that. Mike, I want to bring my family out here because this is the reason why we went with this investment for our home. We wanted to make sure during hurricane season, no issues, and most importantly for safety in regards to intruders and not have any security issues whatsoever.
It's what we wanted to make sure we did. We wanted to make sure we put the right quality product and do the right things for you.
Fortunate to be working with you guys, and thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you again. So if you're ready to make a change for your windows and doors, highlight your house and make your neighborhood even more beautiful than it is, give USA Windows and Doors a call on the number in the screen, or better yet, check us out on our website, usawindowsanddoors.com.
Thanks, Mike. Okay, so now we're gonna get into the good stuff when it comes to figuring out how to plan sort of the dream closet.
We first try to understand like how the clients want to have their polo shirts, the t-shirts and jackets and jeans. Do they fold? Do they hang by the waist, the pants? So
everyone does it different.
Absolutely. So it's very important to understand how you use your closet.
And there are also the favorite items, which are the bags.
Yes.
And the shoes.
The shoes. We can't forget about all the bags and shoes. But so many different ways to store them.
That's right. So for shoes, for example, there's two ways basically that we like to do it. One way is to sectorize. So you have a whole section where you have all the shoes vertical and pull-outs usually, so they can be easily visualized. And then the bags. You know, the bags are some of the favorite items on a closet.
Absolutely.
So displaying them and having them organized in a way that makes it easy for you to pick every morning or every evening, or you know, that's also something very important.
So there's so much to think about. I love that you're bringing up all of these things, because I also, when designing closets, it's like you really want to maximize that storage, but also maximize the beauty of the display as well.
100%.
It's really like function and beauty all in one.
And also, when you display it nicely, you see what you have.
Right.
And when you see what you have, you wear it.
Absolutely.
Right?
Like here
There's
you can
nothing
see.
hidden.
Yes, I
so
think
that's an important thing.
So we have talked about the planning, but as we mentioned, it's all about the beauty as well of the closet, and you've got a lot of luxe finishes to share with us. And we're going to talk about those specialty finishes and closets when we come back. Coming up next, we have some fun browsing through glamorous closet detail options on SoFlo Home Project.
SoFlo Home Project is sponsored in part by Eldorado Furniture. Looking to refresh your home? Visit us online at eldoradofurniture.com or a showroom near you.
Welcome back to SoFlo Home Project. I'm Alena Capra, and we are continuing to tour the beautiful Ornare showroom with Claudia Faria and Ludmila Oliveira. So, you guys, we are in one more beautiful closet, sharing more closet design tips. So, I wanted to kind of touch on the specialty finishes and the features, the sort of styling center.
These are the solution for places which we don't have so much of a depth, so we can take the hanging bar, accessories you can use for purses, the shoes that you use every day to be easier for you to grab and go, and as a display also. So
It's beautiful.
This is a natural leather in a crocodile stamp with the stone, with the lacquer, so we also explore a lot of the layers of finishes on this displays.
So really to tie in with the interiors, as we had mentioned, these sort of luxe finishes, and I'm seeing a track here. So is this adjustable? Are the rods and shelves adjustable simply by moving it down and up the track?
Absolutely, as
This
well.
is awesome. I love this sort of kind of little getting ready area, and it's really about those finishes. And we've got a lot more luxe finishes in here, but I want to start with this glass. We talked about the closed doors. The hardware is beautiful. Share a little bit about what's going on here.
So we have an LED system here.
Love that.
It's a sensor. So with the
Wow.
movement, you can turn the lights on and off.
This is really cool. So
With the lights off, it becomes more of a mirrored surface.
Yes.
So you have that reflection more evident, and then when you turn it on, you know, it gives you
The display,
the
I think,
display.
the display look, the boutique type of.
and there's a lot going on inside, a lot of different
We would
finishes
love to
too.
show the combination of the gold-plated metals, the leather that can be wrapping on the tray to be a warm surface for your tray, like an island station. And we do have a glossy finish for the front of the drawers, the beautiful gold-plated metals. We see the layers of finishes and exploring a lot in this section for the gold-plated metals.
I absolutely love the softness of that.
And the layering of these materials is what I think makes this closet so beautiful and sophisticated.
Absolutely. And I love the way everything is sort of behind closed doors and how you could just, with the swipe of a hand, shut that. So let's continue on. I want to talk about this beautiful island. This is a nice hybrid because you have the extension of the bench.
That's right. This island, we call it the luxury island. It was designed by Ornate to be like a landing area, you know, for your day-to-day use. It's very practical and it's also very beautiful.
Yes.
So the tray, this tray here on top, that's all plated and has the leather on.
So pretty.
Here, it's very pretty.
A little piece of jewelry.
It really is. And this is a good place for when you come home and you want to take all your jewelry or your watch or your earrings. That's like a landing area where everything goes before you put it away. And also for when you're dressing up, you take out, you know, all your accessories, you lay them here, and then you can start, you know, using them.
Very nice. So between this and this, I mean, this is like the perfect styling stuff. Like you got everything you need, you could see it all, and it looks beautiful as display.
Absolutely.
We also have here finishes so that you can understand the different possibilities of layering and materials that we bring.
Lots of options
Lots
here.
of options.
Colors, textures,
options.
woods, lacquers, I mean, a little of everything, right?
Yes.
Sometimes you could match the interiors, but sometimes it could be that space that I sort of feel like a powder room is to a home as well. Like that you could kind of do something completely different because everything in there might be colorful with the clothing and whatnot.
Yes.
That is the beauty of the personalization. I think we see more and more.
The closet is an area that allows you to imprint your personality, I think.
Yes, I love that you brought that up because that really is, we like to share tips with viewers, and a lot of the times we talk about when you're designing your home, how to infuse your personality in. So this is that one space, no matter how big or small, a closet can really be that sort of jewel box of style.
Absolutely.
Well, this is a great tour of what you have to offer, and I know it's just a sampling because there is so much. But we are now going to kind of change it up and look at the smaller closets and all the opportunities to do kind of compact storage and make it look luxe, and we're going to do that when we come back. Next, we look at some great ways to make the most of small closet spaces on SoFlo Home Project. Back to SoFlo Home Project. I'm Alena Capra, and we are continuing to talk about all things closet design here at the Ornate showroom in the Miami Design District. So Claudio and Ludmila, we had looked at a lot of different things. We have seen finishes and hardware and great trends for displaying clothing as well as some storage solutions. But I thought now it would be fun to talk about closet design in smaller spaces, or perhaps it's one wardrobe wall like this.
This is a vanity that we incorporated into the closet space, taking advantage that you can do your makeup and close the door to be in this alignment with the closet. So you're taking advantage of a small space.
So I love that because it really is maximizing any space, big or small. Sometimes you may not keep your dressing area as neat, you just want to close the doors off.
And also for smaller spaces where you don't have a large walk-in closet, the wardrobes can be a good solution because it allows for a lot of storage, and it could present beautiful doors and even a vanity like in this example.
This is great. Yeah, I always think about when it comes to adding that storage in a small space. A lot of the times in a bedroom, you may have just a dresser across from the bed.
Yes.
But then there's dead space on either side of that dresser. If you fill that in with wardrobe cabinets, or perhaps build in that whole wall with the dresser incorporated, you're maximizing your storage and giving a great look.
Yes.
So it's really about working with every inch of space when it comes to closets, no matter how big or small the room is. And I absolutely love the way things can close off like this, have a hidden function behind there as well.
Right, it's about creating a jewel box. When the spaces are smaller, we can make them functional, but additionally very beautifully planned, with beautiful details and beautiful finishes.
So when you're working in that smaller space, you can go all out with the finishes.
Very good.
You could really detail it because you're not buying as much of it, but it could absolutely still be beautiful, impactful, and of course organized.
Yes, exactly.
I want to thank you both for sharing so much great knowledge as well as all of the design possibilities.
Oh, thank you, Alena. It was a pleasure to be with you.
Thank you so much, Alena. Thank you for coming to the Miami Design District Tour, Nati. And we're very happy to share with you some of our knowledge, in closets.
Thank you for sharing. We've learned so much.
Thank you.
And now let's take a look at what design inspiration we have for you next week on SoFlo Home Project. We tour a beautiful home that's been renovated and furnished with a coastal glam look. See how natural finishes bring the outdoors in and give your home that retreat vibe. And to our viewers, we thank you for joining us this week, and we hope to see you again next week for another all-new episode of SoFlo Home Project right here on Local 10. And remember, there's no place like SoFlo Home. If you missed any part of this episode, or if you're looking for more design inspiration, make sure to check out all episodes online at SoFloShows.com. And don't forget to follow us on social media on Facebook and Instagram.